Hello. This weekend while I'm away, I would like you to practice again the schwa sound. This is the sound, but it's actually called the schwa sound. It's also the short U sound, and sometimes it's written like an upside down E, but it's the sound. The reason I want you to practice this again is because it is the most common sound in English. Many words have this sound. And if you can make this sound correctly, people will understand you better because English speakers listen for this sound. It's found in every vowel. Remember, vowels are A, E, I, O, U, and Y, and they all can make this sound. I'm going to run through these examples quickly, and then you'll practice some more examples later on. So this is examples of the sound for A. So anywhere there's an A, we're going to use the sound. So listen carefully. Pleasant, again, balloon. Did you hear the sound wherever there was the letter A? Here's examples with E. Problem, celebrate, enemy. Again, anywhere there's an E, we're making the sound. For I, duplicate, president, family. O, parrot, bottom, freedom. U, support, circumstance, album, and even Y can make this sound, syringe, analysis, Pennsylvania. This sound, again called the schwa sound, is so common, sometimes we use it for other words. So I'm going to show you some examples of how we use this sound in everyday speech. So here's a conversation between two people. Listen carefully. Would you like pasta for dinner tonight? Uh-huh. So here, person two is saying yes to the question, but they're not saying yes. They're using the sound or schwa sound. I'll say it one more time so you can hear it. Would you like pasta for dinner tonight? Uh-huh. Sometimes we even use it for no. So here's another example. Would you like pasta for dinner tonight? Uh-uh. So again, it's the sound, but instead of saying no, we're just making the sound. Sometimes we make this sound in English when we're thinking. So listen carefully to this conversation. Would you like pasta for dinner tonight? No. Here, the sound, it's not actually a word. It's just a sound we make when we're thinking of our answer. So in this case, the answer is no, but we thought about it first. So I'll repeat this one again. Would you like pasta for dinner tonight? No. Sometimes we soften the sound by putting an M in it. So here's another example. What would you like for dinner tonight? Let's have pasta. Again, this isn't actually a word. It's a sound we make, and we soften it sometimes with the letter M. Okay, how do we find this sound? Well, one way to find it is it's the unstressed vowel that follows or is after a stressed vowel. So in each of these words, the stressed part is in red. And remember, if it's stressed, you want to say it louder, longer, and clearer. The vowel that follows it, which is underlined, that's the sound. And that one is unstressed, so it's a little bit shorter. And even though you may not hear it very well, An English speaker listens for it, and if you don't pronounce it correctly, you might not be understood. So for example, I will say this word, organism. Did you hear how I pronounced the beginning part a little bit longer? And then this was an sound. So listen again. Organism. It's not, so this is not correct, organism. Organism. It's organism. Organism. So I'll say the word and then you repeat. Metaphor. Probably. Signature. Let's go to the next line. These are all with the letter E. Calendar. Celebrate. Permanent. Bulletin. And this last line uses the letter I. Hemisphere. Duplicate. Density. Capital. So once again, even though the sound is very short and unstressed, if you don't make the sound, it's hard to understand a person. So for example, let's look back at this word here. When someone says this word, I listen for the sound, signature. I don't listen for signature, right? Signature sounds off or wrong to me, and I might not understand a person, but if they say signature, I can understand what they're saying. Okay, so we're gonna practice. So first, you're gonna say the word, then I want you to pause the video and make a sentence with the word. So I will say it, you say it, pause and make a sentence. Afraid. Woman. Problem. Famous. Enemy. Algebra. Present. President. Experiment. Celebrate. Customer. Accident. Intelligent. Difficult. Medicine. I believe that's the last one. Oh, nope, there's one more. Animal. Okay. Notice all of these words have that sound. It is that important. If you can learn the sound, you will sound better. And last, I will have a word. I would like you to say the word, then answer the question using the word. You will probably need to pause the video, think of an answer, and then say it. So the word is toughest, and toughest means the hardest. So your question is, what was the toughest challenge faced by you? So say the word and then answer the question. And I've gotten the answer started for you. So you would say, the toughest challenge faced by me is, and then finish the sentence. Another question is quality. Remember, we went over this word last time, quality. This time I want you to answer, what are qualities of a good student? So you might say, the qualities of a good student are, and then tell me your answer. I have two more questions. Custom. Custom. Custom is when a group of people do something a certain way. So for example, Um, when you meet someone, you might shake their hand if you live in America. So in America, when two people meet for the first time, they shake hands. That's a custom. So, what custom from Afghanistan should Americans use? And you might say, one custom Americans should use is. And finally, the last question is astute. Astute means good judgment or makes good choices. So describe someone you know that is astute. Why are they astute? And you would say, someone, a person here, is an astute person because he, she, and then finish the sentence. Okay, so that is all I have for us this week. Again, please practice this sound so you can get really good at it and everyone can understand you clearly.